Hello everyone, welcome back to another video with me, Teacher Mac from Forget Pals. So today I'm going to give you a little bit the guidance to improve your GED score in science. Okay, so then let's start. Okay, so what's on the GED Science Exam? So the first thing I'm going to introduce you how the GED exams work. So the GED Science test is the 90 minutes, okay? It's the 90 minutes exam with the questions across the main topics. That would be Earth and Space Science, Life Science, and Physical Science. And as with the GED exams, the science exam scored from 100 to 200 with the passing score set at 145 or higher. And then the questions are in variety of formats, for example, like multiple choice, drop down, short answer, and so on. Okay, so I'm going to show you the in-depth topic of science. So in in-depth topic, the first thing is you have to read, okay, reading and a meaning in science, and then designing, interpreting science experiment, and then using the number and the graphics in science. So let's have a look for the first bullet, reading and meaning in science, which means, so they're going to give you the passage, or you're given the passage from the exams, and then they're going to give you the definitions or the explanation of the meaning of the topic. Okay, you have to use that information to answer the question and designing and interpreting the science experiments. For example, they're going to give you the circumstances to do the exam, so then you have to be able to do the scientific investigations method. And then using the numbers and the graphic in science, maybe it's going to be in the same questions or in the same circumstances, but it's just in like another number of questions. So use the number appropriately and use the graphic appropriately. So then you will be able to interpret, or you will be able to find like the findings or find like an error of the informations, or of the given informations, okay? And another one is the tips for passing the GED Science exam, okay? So you have to use the questions as a source of information, most including the graph, the charts, the diagrams, or the text, and etc. Okay, you have to focus on the big picture, so then don't forget to lose the basic details of the topic. You better to use the highlighter, right? And then you can change like the shaded of the color of the highlighter. So before you do the GED exams, you can do the GED rated test, which is gonna simulate how to use the software or the testing platform, so then you'll be able to use the highlighter effectively. So you just use like all of the equipment that they provided to you effectively, okay? And then you have to use the data to make the conclusions, okay? You can see like the trend of the data, and then you can make the conclusions like, or the trend. And then you review an experiment, and then to find the hypothesis, the variables, the error. So most of the question, it will ask you like the independent variables, dependent variables, and control variables. The control variable is the things or the any parameters that you have to keep it the same, okay, through the entire investigations. And the dependent variable is the results from the independent variables. So the independent variable is the sources or the parameters that you want to investigate or you want to change, and then dependent variable is the result after you've changed that factors. Okay, and then know how to apply math in a scientific setting. So basically, they're gonna ask you like the mean, the median, or the mode. So you have to know it, the definitions of what is the mean, what is the median, and what is the mode. Okay, and you have to be able to read the table. For example, it's like the frequency table or something like that. Okay, and then you have to be ready, okay? Ready carefully before you answer the question, because studying for GED exam as well, okay? Because don't try to lose like waste your time and waste your score just not well preparing, okay? So you have to read it carefully, and you have to be ready carefully before you answer the question, because sometimes like maybe the question is gonna be like tricky, okay? So they have to be like careful with that. Okay, so the tips for passing the GED exam is going to be, first you have to use the equations as a source of information, okay? You have to be able to read the graph, the charts, and then you have to focus on the bigger picture, and you have to use the data to make the conclusion, know the hypothesis, the variable, the error, and then the source of like how can we change or how can we eliminate the error, and then you have to be ready and take the GED exams, and you can take GED ready before, so then you can it can help you. It helps you a lot to try to boost your score up to 165. Okay, so if you have any question or if you have any like an additional information that you want to know, then you can just put at the comments below here. So we're happy to answer that questions. Okay, for today, thank you and have a good day. See you later. Bye bye.